We're on our 60-day healing journey to establish healthy boundaries. We did the work to stop attracting emotionally unavailable people. We learned how to stop being people pleasers, stop being an overgiver, oversharer. We learned how to establish those healthy boundaries. We did the work so that we were able to let those things go that no longer resonate with who we are, that stand in the way of us walking in living in purpose. So we are now doing our 60-day healing journey for inner union. We're on day 6. Today we're going to be talking about healing inner conflict. We have been doing the work, y'all. We've been putting the work in. So the affirmation for today is, I choose cooperation over self-criticism. I choose cooperation over self-criticism. Are you talking negatively to yourself? Are you telling yourself why you can't do something or why it's not going to work? Are these thoughts coming up and you just keep on going through this cycle all day? Are you even aware if you're doing that or not? Are you paying attention to your thoughts and the patterns of those thoughts? What's behind those thoughts? So now it's time to be more aware of it. Pay more attention to your thoughts, your thinking process. See what those thoughts are saying, and why are you having these thoughts? You know what I'm saying? So now it's time to do inventory and pay attention, because we want to cooperate with ourselves. Sometimes these thoughts are coming up as a way to show you something. And when you're not aware of it, first of all, it's going to just keep going on and on and on. And it's in your subconscious mind, it's just playing. And you're attracting things that are in alignment with those negative thoughts. You're, moving towards things that are in alignment with those negative thoughts without even knowing, because it's just something that's on autopilot when it's doing that. So we want to bring awareness to those thoughts, and we want to start cooperating with ourselves. If we want other people to cooperate with us, we got to cooperate with ourselves, right? In order for us to expect to have good criticism from other people, we got to have positive criticism for ourselves, right? We can't expect something from other people that we don't even do with ourselves. Well, at least I don't. That's the affirmation. The somatic practice is, gently roll your shoulders and release any tension in the neck. So we're going to be rolling our shoulders. We're going to be releasing the tension in our neck. Take the time to stretch. Just sit there and do that for about 5 minutes and breathe and see the difference from when you start and when you end. This may be something that you need to do every day. So just pay attention to that. So that's the somatic practice. Relieving the tension so that we can reset our nervous system. The visualization for today is, visualize different parts of you listening to one another instead of arguing. Visualize different parts of you listening to one another instead of arguing. It's just bad. We have a lot of negative self-talk. And again, we probably don't even know why this can't happen, why I can't do this, why I can't do that, why it won't work for me. What about why it will work for you and how it can work? It's like you got to rewire the way you think. You got to rewire, reprogram yourself, because those things could have gotten planted in you from a child and you may not know. I think most of the time we blame people for holding us back, but it's us that's holding ourselves back because of that same thing. The trauma we don't want to face, the things we don't want to heal from. We just become cynical a lot of times and turn it into this negative self-talk, this negative criticism, instead of seeing it from the other side. Because everything is about duality. You got the good and the bad, the left and the right. So if you could think negative about something, there's a positive aspect to it as well. So that is the visualization. Visualize different parts of you listening to one another instead of arguing. I can see myself sitting around the table with different aspects of me that are actually having a conversation and saying, how can I use what you have to make me work better? My different parts of me that are totally different. How can I learn from you so that I can make myself better or make this part of me better. Because these things can work together instead of being looked at as roadblocks, as reasons why we can't grow or reasons why we can't, get to the next level. So that's the visualization for today. The journal prompt is, what parts of me often feel in conflict? What parts of me often feel in conflict? After this 60 days, we're going to be like, listen, ain't nobody going to be able to tell us nothing. You know why? Because we'll start to value who we are more. And when you value who you are, now your standards start changing. You don't just let any old body come in your life anymore. People can't just have their way with you. When you get to that space of valuing who you are. So these things are going to ask you, these things may trigger you, and some emotions might come up. Some things may can't come up that need to, and it's okay to let them go, because they was ultimately trying to come up anyway. They wouldn't come up if they weren't, trying to come up. If you need some deep work, see a therapist. Get somebody to help you work through this. This whole journey is the journey that I've created for us is a holistic journey, mind, body, spirit. But if you need more help, go seek professional help so that you can actually get to the root of these problems and get the trauma out the way. The trauma may have reprogrammed you and made you, start to behave differently based off of that. So that is the journal prompt. What parts of me often feel in conflict? The tiny boundary is notice, the practice is notice self-critical thoughts and soften them with kindness. It's okay. Tell yourself it's okay. It is okay. It is okay. We worry about things and we make them into a big issue, and then what? The issues lodge themselves in your tissues and they become medical issues. You see what I'm saying? So it's like you got to think about what you're doing to yourself from just having these thoughts, because thoughts are things. Thoughts become things. Thoughts carry a vibration. That vibration is in your body, is affecting you on a cellular level. Then what happens to those cells from the way you think? That's why you have to be cautious about the way you think. Nobody probably can't hear you, but you are sending out a signal to the universe, and it's going to respond. You'll attract certain people and things into your life, and you wonder why. So my question is, how are you treating yourself? What inner conflict are you having that you are not resolving? Are you being so hard on yourself because you want to be perfect? My question to you is, what is perfect? Is there a such thing? And who created this standard of what perfect is supposed to be? What is that based off of? Is that even natural? So I could go down a rabbit hole and go on and on and on about this perfection that people seek. And they leave here early sometimes because they've been chasing perfection. But they never took the time to realize who they really are and appreciate and love the different parts of themselves. You got to start to love who you are. For real. The pieces that people may talk about negatively, the parts that people don't understand, you got to try to understand those things. And a lot of times when people talking about something negative about us, it's an aspect of us that we haven't addressed. And it's not okay for them to be negative towards you. But why is this happening to me? This is what I do to myself. I reflect and say, what is causing this? What's causing this to happen? What am I putting out that's making this happen? Because this is essentially a mirror reflection of something inside of me that I am not addressing. And why is this happening? When I started to change my diet, I realized that I attracted people to me that had the same diet. So see how this works? I didn't tell these people, okay, this is my diet. No, we just came together like magnet, like a magnet. So we have to think about it like that. We live in a world that is responding to everything we do and say and how we feel. These things are not being unnoticed. It is sending out a signal and you're getting a response. just like the internet, when you download, when we type in whatever on the line and it pulls it up on the screen, the same thing is happening to you with your thoughts. You're downloading, you're typing it in by even thinking it, and then it's being downloaded to you. So it's different terminology to explain what I'm saying, but that's just an example of, it starts with you. It don't start outside of you, it starts with you. So working from the inside out, trying to become whole, that is the purpose of this. Not trying, because you already are whole, but bringing your broken pieces together, if they exist, mending those things that we need to work on, addressing some of these issues, these emotional issues that need to be dealt with, starting to love who we are and invest in who we are. Because after we get past this, we'll become magnetic to attract the things that we want, that are really in line with the better version of ourselves. So that is our journal prompt. Oh, that's our practice. Notice self-critical thoughts and soften them with kindness. The bonus holistic tip is take a few longer exhales throughout the day to release tension. So when you find yourself all balled up in a knot, breathe. We talked about breathing in for 4 and out for 8. You could be anywhere doing that. Nobody has to know that you just stopping to breathe. They can't. We are breathing. So you could just take a moment and pause and breathe. When the negative thoughts come up, when they pop up in your mind and you notice it, don't be hard. Like, here I go talking about it. Don't even, just stop there and breathe. And if they come up again, stop there and breathe. And if they come up again, stop there and breathe. And the more you put this into practice, it will become an automatic thing that just happens, because you're rewiring yourself, you're programming yourself. But you got to just start to do it. Instead of talking negative to yourself, oh, I just can't do this and I'm never going to stop. Listen, just do it. When you notice it, do it. If there's something that you wanted to do for a long time, don't be mad and say, oh, I should have done this a long time ago. A long time ago is already gone. Just do it now. Enjoy what you have now. Find that inner peace within you. When you find that inner peace within yourself, your life is just more peaceful. You know, you start to understand yourself. This journey just becomes amazing at that point, because you start believing in yourself. Like, what else can I do? What else can happen? What can I attract to myself? It becomes like a game at that point. What else can I bring into my life? And then you can make it happen. Metaphysical things. Like, look into metaphysical things and understand how this works, and how the power of your thoughts creates a whole magnetic. It's like you become this magnet. You're this magnet that's drawing in whatever your thoughts are. Okay? So basically, I'm going to stop there because I could go on and on and on. I hope everyone is having a beautiful day. I hope you are, doing the work. I hope that you are enjoying my videos. I will see you tomorrow. Drink all your water, drink your water, take the time to breathe, go outside and ground, get some sunlight if you can. I will see you tomorrow. Peace and love. Mwah.